and bright red with red highlights. Lighter, a little bit lighter. It was about to here. And yeah, it was a change. She brought in a picture of Christina Aguilera with a kind of 50s do, you know, kind of a bob, a curly bob. She has curly hair too, and her hair was just kind of a mousy brown. It was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And she looked like a completely different person, and she was kind of changing her life too, starting school, and so those are just very fun to do.
Yeah, I think I might dye my hair too. I haven't decided what yet though. I've done most of the colors under the rainbow now, so it's just a matter of going back through the rainbow and deciding which ones I like the most.
Well, let the haircut talk to you. Tell you what it was.
Exactly.
I noticed different body language. I think with the cut, she's much more relaxed now. The version is a little clutchy.
A little bit, yeah. It's these locks of hair that keep falling at her. They're gonna kill her, man.
Pixie one after Harry was born. And this idea that it was time to grow up and be a mommy and get a low maintenance hairstyle. Start looking at mom's clubs.
You know, I never found a mom's club I liked in Portland. I never found one. There was too many of them where, you know, there was too many like stay-at-home moms who were, I guess you could say, a bit too conservative for my taste, you know. And it was always hard for me to, like, I could get along with the women well, but I could, you know, attachment parenting and things like that. And I guess I had some certain ideas about parenting when they did. So I had a hard time.
Yeah, I think I had a similar experience when I tried to find groups like that. I felt really alienated because I was a working mom and
I worked
and they couldn't relate and almost made you feel like, how could you not spend every waking moment with your child? Bad parent.
Yeah. I worked and I wasn't married, and I was in fact single and had broken up with the father. You know, not the other way around. He didn't cheat on me or anything like that. I left him, and you know, they just had such a hard time comprehending that. You know, it was kind of disappointing. I know that there's other parents like me out there. It's true that they probably had the same problems with finding a group of people that they could mesh with the same way as I did. Okay, here's what this part. I haven't felt hair on that part of my face in a while. Like the ends of my hair. Not funny.
Her dead hair is going to be gone.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so funny. It's a completely different color than the rest of my hair. That's funny. Brilliant. I don't want to look though. Try not to look in the mirror at all. Till it's done. Don't look. Get like the full shock value, you know.
Yeah. And then duck in case she just gets disrupting.
I think you'll be safe. That should be okay. I don't usually throw things unless I'm really, really mad. It takes a lot to get me really, really mad.
Was your hair both curly and thin?
Yeah, I would say it's not super thin, it's just a thinner texture, but there's a lot of it. So the texture's thin, but it's thick. No.
I just know oxymoron. I can never find like the parts that
To sell. So that's kind of what you go by.
some of those shampoos that are for thinner hair though. Are they volumizing kind?
Yeah, and they make your hair gunky.
I don't have any problems with volume in my hair.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Well, you just don't want anything that's for like thick hair that's too heavy. Because it weighs it down, you know, even if you don't have a problem with volume, it weighs it down and it's not, it's not good. Your hair's going to work really well with this shape. It's just the right amount of wave in there.
Good, I hope so.
It'll be great.
Because I can see it in 2 minutes tops. Styling.
So easy.
I'm so lazy though that even with it long, I just usually put it up and walk away from it, you know. So when you first posted the advertising, did you get a lot of responses from it?
I did. I had some really interesting responses.
Yes.
And there was a girl that is really ideal for it. And she has probably hair down the middle of her back.
Uh-huh.
And she wanted to get a Pixie. She was going to get one anyway. So that's great, you know. Well, we scheduled the cut. And then 3 days before the cut, she emailed me and says, I got my haircut. Is that going to be a problem? I said, oh, sure. So, I went and got the Pixie, but it's kind of messed up and it could use some work.
Oh, no.
I can't do anything with that.
Why
It
did
defeats the purpose of my project.
Yeah, why did she do that? That's so funny.
My thought was, people who, you know, they responded very gung-ho, and then I found out they went and cut with somebody else who offered them more money for a less traumatic cut. So I don't know if there's like fetishy sites that are out there that are, you know, but people were like hair shopping, who pay the most for their hair kind of thing. And I think this particular girl maybe had gotten her hair cut with someone else, probably for money, and then thought that she could also get her hair cut with us for money. And it wasn't really about the project to her, it was about, you have a lot of models who were really into it and then had second thought, you know, or their boyfriend decided they didn't want their hair cut, or, you know.
You know, I completely did too. I had a lot of my friends were, you know, a lot of people I knew were telling me, oh, you shouldn't cut off your hair, you know, you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't do it. And my sister actually kept telling me that I should cut off all my locks.
That you should or should not?
That I should. She was really like pushing me to do it. And I had pretty much like resigned that I wasn't going to. And then I started thinking about it a little more and was like, you know what? I'm getting really close to like a really, really big change that's going to be happening. And a lot of things in my life are going to be changing really soon. So, you know, I guess even though it's like an outside, you know, getting your haircut is definitely an outside transformation, it kind of is an inside thing too. You know, you change your appearance and you kind of change yourself to a certain extent.
I think it speaks to something larger happening. Kind of like people, they want to gain control over their lives and they start by cleaning out their closets.
It's like getting a tattoo. Similar, you know. Most of my tattoos that I've gotten were in big changing periods in my life. You know, really big things were happening with me. Whether they were good or bad. They were still happening, so. Still trying not to look in the mirror. I won't do it. I won't do it, no.
You feel lighter, though.
Yeah, I don't feel like my hair doesn't feel like it weighs as much up to I can feel on the side that's already been cut and the side that feels a little bit left, you know? Like the difference. I won't go through as much shampoo and conditioner now.
No.
That's a plus.
Does your hair always want to part in the middle? Or does it?
I have to train it.
You have to
retrain
it has a pretty strong part there.
Yeah. Usually it takes a couple of weeks to train it off of there, but usually when I get it trained off, I give it a side part.
I was just remembering I had a girl come in a couple weeks, 17 years old, and asked if she could get her hair fixed. And I kind of glanced at her, and her hair was pretty chopped. And she had been downtown and asked a stranger on the street to cut her hair off. It was down, actually you should have been around, it was down to the middle of her back. And she asked them to cut it off, or this person to cut it off, and they did. And then she was panicky, and I mean, it was awful. It was just chopped in parts. It almost looked like they took a razor to her head. There were chunks sticking out in the back.
Oh no.
And I said, what were you thinking? She said, I didn't want to be pretty. I didn't want to look good.
Wow.
And then she wanted me to fix it for her. She was so upset. And we actually ended up doing a pretty cute cut, very, very short in the back, of course, but,
So sad.
It was very sad.
From back when I was in high school, I always get kind of stressed out when I see kids in high school hanging out with kids downtown who live downtown. You know, it always stresses me out.
Yeah.
And there's so many people who got into so many bad...
It's true, you can make decisions that you don't even think about that can, and so I've always told my kids, you know, that can affect the rest of your life, you know?
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous again.
Sorry, to make you nervous?
A little bit, yeah. I've had some really awful razor cuts before, so I think that's part of why it makes me a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I understand. It really makes a difference in the fringiness around the face, though. It's
Oh, yeah,
the cut look a lot better. You don't want to start getting more of that wave and that curl. It just gets big.
I had like 6 months of photos from when my hair was short that it was pretty much plastered to my head because I just had the wrong kind of cut, you know, and it was like my hair would get so big if I didn't just completely plaster it down. So I did that kind of a 1920s thing for a while. That was all I could do to keep it from clipping up like a clown.
Hungry. I hope that shit turns out. One of the places I advertised was MySpace, and I had some weirdo ask if I sold hair. He asked, what happens after the hair, after you cut hair? It gets swept up into and goes in the garbage. What happens to it? So I'm like, ew.
Yeah, that's creepy. That's like what is that, Silence of the Lambs style. That's really creepy.
Heck you directly.
Yeah. That's a little creepy. So this weekend I was supposed to, it's not happening anymore, but I was actually supposed to be at the coast this weekend because I'm an ordained minister. And I was going to be marrying two of my friends this weekend, but they're pushing it back. Yeah, I've done a couple so far. It's pretty cool. And it's exciting. I have that one lined up that's going to happen this fall, and then I think I have one or two others that are happening next spring as well. I've only done a couple, but, you know, it's a fun thing.
My dad has that license too. He's a biker guy. He used to marry all his biker buddies in the 70s to their old ladies.
Once, and they didn't do the paperwork at the right period of time, like you have to have the paperwork done within a few days of when the actual services are. So they had to go back and do it again, and then they screwed up on that one too, so I ended up marrying them in their living room the day before I moved across the country. It was a little bit of like an epic evening, you know, and we had, you know, just a few people there and everything, but my friends who are getting married coming up soon, they haven't decided if they want to go to Las Vegas, they want to continue doing it coast, but they just want their closest family and friends. We're going to do the ceremony, and my friends, the fiance, the girl, is she's Hispanic, and she thinks it's just about the coolest thing ever. She's pretty excited about that. We have a couple of, you know, very little, and yeah, and so I have a couple of friends who are going to help me learn how to speak Spanish before I have to perform a wedding ceremony in Spanish. It should be great. I do speak some French though, and I've been trying to convince them to let me do it, and some of it in French too, because it's such a pretty language to listen to.
Yeah, you could say stuff like, my dog is long and handsome in French, and it sounds like...
Yeah, they had no idea. It's great.
I'm late to switch tapes here. Do you know how long? We got like 5 minutes left on this tape. Do you think it'll take longer?
I don't think so.
Go ahead and stop, and then when she's done styling...
We had just decided to go into like, you know, we were just like in there kind of looking at things, and she was visiting from Chicago for about a week, and we just popped into Hot Topic, and we're looking at these fake tattoos, kind of giggling at them, and then we looked at them and we're like, wow, that was actually really good. And ended up going down to 21st century. the guy who did it was like, I can't believe I'm tattooing someone's like... Okay, are you ready? Ready? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, look at my hair.
Looks like Dr. Hepburn.
Wow, it's so short. Oh, it's great though. Thank you.
Wow.
I can't believe it looks so much different.
It looks completely different.
It looks completely, yeah, it looks completely different. Nothing like, oh my gosh, look at that. My sister's going to be so tickled. She's telling me I should cut it exactly like this. She's going to be so tickled.
Wow. It's a whole lot, and you can make it piecey.
Yeah, it looks good both ways. It looks good over like that, or
oh my god, this is so exciting. This is going to be so great. Nice. Thank you so much.
If you get the pomade too, you can make it really piecey looking.
This is similar to water wax. It's a little bit more pliable, but yeah, either.
Oh look, and there's my tattoo again. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
That's the back of your hair, see how it feels?
Wow. That's insane. And all this hair. Oh my gosh. I think I should close just like one piece.
Sure. We need to ship any bag.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I got it all.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty good.
Take yourself up in the mirror once more.
Oh my gosh, it looks so different.
Yeah, you look completely different.
No, this is great though. This is fantastic. This is really nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh my gosh. And all this hair. That's for myself.
Yeah,
my
her
own
hair.
It's very sassy. Perfect. That's beautiful.
Can I get one of you and Flash?
Open this clothing. Okay.
You can attach it behind your ear now.
Oh, can you? Nice.
Yeah.
Really, I've never been able, nobody's ever been able to see that when the rest of my hair is back.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's visible.
That's great. Crazy. I haven't been able to do this for years. This is completely insane. Thank you so much. Do you have a little tiny rubber band I can say I've got that? Let's see the party. So I have to say I was really nervous before I had this done. I feel very cool now. I like that I can see my tattoo again. Fantastic little thing. And I think everybody should do it. It's good for the soul.